So a few weeks ago, my friend Joe emailed and asked if we wanted to go riding in the sand dunes. And that always sounds like a good idea.
We got Joe's email, both on our separate computers. Paul had read the email before I did, and I saw the email and went into Paul's office and was like, that would be so cool, and we started talking about it. And I talked about having a paddle tire on one of my dirt bikes.
But what I thought sounded like a better idea would be to try and bring our F800 and put a paddle tire on it.
I'm kind of a naysayer, and I didn't think anything like it would actually happen.
We found out that no one really makes a paddle tire for a 17-inch wheel, so that was a little bit of a bummer until we found a company called Touratech who makes custom paddle tires for any application. We called them. They said if we just send down a regular 17-inch tire that they would work it into a paddle tire that hopefully will fit our F800GS.
Paul made it happen, which is very good because I'm not that kind of guy. Having a bike that's versatile enough to ride, 150 miles and then swap tires and go play in the dunes, I love that. That's my favorite thing.
So the F800GS that we're taking to the sand dunes, we've had in a lot of different situations. We've done the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route, which has been a lot of Forest Service roads, some grown over sections, some deep ruts, rocks. We did the Utah Backcountry Discovery Route last year, so we were in really deep sand. We've had it in crazy amounts of mud. We raced it in the Desert 100, which was a full-blown desert race, and we've ridden it on enduro trails over in the Shelton Valley area. So we've done a lot of things on this bike, but we've never put a paddle tire on it and taken it to the sand dunes. It looks pretty cool on the bike. Haven't ridden it yet, just mounted it. It went on pretty easy. It looks like it's got decent clearance. I did take a little go with the original tire in the sand, and I found out that was hard pretty quick. Just the front end is heavy, so when you're on the gas, it's okay, but as soon as you let off, it just whoop, and it just kind of wants to fall over. So I'm a little nervous to ride it. Mainly just worried about the front end, but we'll see. Looks like we got some good dunes right over here. It should be fun. So we brought it back to camp, swapped out the regular tire for the paddle tire, and instantly there was a huge difference. It hooks up almost like you're on a gravel road or even on asphalt. All those paddles just dig in. It really doesn't even spin that much. It just hooks up and goes, picks up the front end, so it's great when you're on the gas. It really goes well. When you need to turn, it's a different story. It's a little harder to figure out the turning. Eventually I started getting the hang of it, but you really have to lean the front end in, and it just kind of digs in, and then it tractors around. It's just not very predictable. Sometimes you turn more sharp than you think you need to and tip it over. Other times it'll just kind of work its way around, but staying on the gas really helps it turn.
It works so well. I couldn't believe it. When you get on the throttle, the thing just goes. It has more traction than driving down a gravel road, like no doubt about it. When you get on the throttle, it doesn't spin like it would down a gravel road with a knobby tire.
call came in, let's go riding in the sand dunes, and we said, well, how about we bring an F800 to the sand dunes with a paddle tire? What could be cooler than that? Well, someone chimed in, well, what could be cooler than that would be the F800 with a paddle tire and Jonah Street riding the bike, because he's a 3-time winner of the Baja 1000, 2-time stage winner of the Dakar Rally. This guy knows how to ride in the sand, and he knows how to ride big bikes in the sand. So we thought that would probably be mind-blowing to have this F800 paddle tire Jonah Street combination.